Miss Bordelon, you've been here for a lot of years at Washington High School. This is homecoming week. What does that bring back in terms of memory?
Homecoming is a time that provides a lot of excitement for the kids. We see school spirit rise, and then we also can recall years gone by, how excited we were because we've had so many good athletes and good students, and it all seems to come together at homecoming during homecoming week.
Now, every homecoming, you see a lot of people coming back from the past. Does it ever just give you goosebumps? Oh my golly, this guy's a doctor, this lady is a lawyer. Does that ever just give you goosebumps?
Well, absolutely. You always, as a teacher or as an educator, you're excited to see the successes of the students who have passed through our halls. And we like to say, well, they came to Washington High School. And obviously when they're as successful that way in business or whatever their career might be, we would like to think that they took something away from here that helped them to obtain that success.
Now, we see Derrick Brooks and people like that. They always talk about, I went to Washington High School. When you see that on ESPN or CNN, how does that make you feel?
Well, again, it gives us credibility. It helps us to realize that, yes, indeed, what we do is indeed very viable, and we are helping to shape the lives of young adults as they pass through here.
In I believe it was 88, 3 Olympians came from Washington High School. Beth Barr, Daniel Waters, Roy Jones Jr. Do you remember watching those Olympics?
Oh, absolutely. And not only did we watch the Olympics, they were extra special that year because all three of those kids were students at our high school at that time. And I recall, and if you can find many teachers who are still here, one of the most exciting times in the life of our school was when those three athletes returned. This entire school, the gym was set up. I mean, it was as though we were at the Olympics itself. We had such a homecoming for them, and there was just so much pride, and we felt the pride in them, the pride in our school, the pride in our country. It was just a combination of exuberance that everyone who was involved, I'm sure, can recall their feelings of that the days when we watched them perform, and then the day that they returned, and we had that recognition program for them here.
Now I'm going to give you this chance. You probably not had it on camera, but when Roy Jones won the silver medal instead of lost the gold, did you jump up and yell at the TV?
Absolutely, I did. And I think everyone who, not just Washington High School folks and not just Pensacola folks, but for example, I'll never forget, I was in my living room that day and we had company, our dear friends from Illinois, and they were yelling right along with us, "You were right, he did win the gold." So absolutely.
What are your other memories? We've had great basketball teams here. We've had some great football teams here. What are the scholastic memories you have from Washington in your time?
The scholastic memories?
Yeah, what are the academic things you remember?
Well, the neat thing about Washington is that so many of our successful athletes have not only been leaders on the field, the athletic field, whatever it might have been, and we've had kids who have been extremely successful in every sport that we have here. But as a general rule, the majority of those students are also very successful in the classroom. Many of them were in honors, advanced, AP classes. Many of them, they were very, very good students. They went on to excel in college or whatever career they chose. And they were also role models. They were good leaders. They were just good all-around students. And we still have that caliber of kid today.
Now, it's homecoming this week. Does that give it a little extra oomph this week, just being homecoming?
Oh, absolutely. The kids are excited. There's many activities for them. Even though homecoming is very early this year, it still brings the kids together. The freshmen are very new on campus. They're getting to know other students. They're getting to know the school, and this gives them an opportunity to work together as a group. The classes compete with one another. The school spirit just rises at homecoming week, and it definitely is a time where the pride, you see an example of the Wildcat pride. The Wildcat family comes together, and the kids just have a wonderful week of enjoying the activities and bonding to hopefully begin a very successful school year.
And finally, it's going to be a cat fight this week. We have Jaguars, we have Wildcats. Going to be pretty easy to answer, but who's going to win this week?
Go Wildcats.